everybody, my name's Ardendrus, and welcome back to the JJK mod, the Jujutsu Kaisen mod pack. Go kindly right away. So last time, not a whole lot happened. Basically, I went ahead, grabbed a pickaxe, and headed to the nether to gather a bunch of gold. So yeah, we used lapis blue to create tunnels all over the place in the nether, and we were collecting as many gold nuggets as we could, so that we could go ahead and turn all those into gold ingots, and trade with the Jujutsu Kaisen villager, and got a whole bunch of Stevenson screens. Oh, kindly right away. Oh, hold on, I think you're a rare and important thing. Ah, you just got me another Naginata. Ah, scissors. The scissor spirit somewhere's nearby. I'm just gonna try running away. So yeah, we bought, I want to say about 30 Stevenson screens last time, in hopes of getting our hands on the 6 eyes. And yeah, we didn't get it legitimately. So I did end up spawning one in to give myself, but we haven't used it yet because I was kind of going back and forth. Because I kind of just want these things to show off the special ability we get for having them as Gojo. I didn't know what else they did, but in one of the last episodes, I received a comment from... One moment, I want to pull it up so I can remember your name correctly. Where are you? It wasn't the same person who's been commenting on a lot of these things. A Pickle is their name on here. They told me they left a comment explaining how the 6 eyes works. And also that if I want to get Black Flash, I should be using the regular attack a bunch more. But basically, the 6 eyes is a 90% reduction in curse power cost. Which is very powerful, just spawning that in for myself seems like it would be a bit much. And apparently it works for all techniques. I'm curious if it would actually remain after I switched over techniques. So if I just used the one I just spawned in, I would get to see what special effect we have. But if I switched over, would I still have the 6 eyes? I have a feeling it's probably a kept achievement instead of just this specific one on the wrong one. I'm assuming there's probably a hidden achievement that would pop up here or something like that. So I would probably keep it, in which case I would want to do it. I would want to get it legitimately, but this one would go away if I changed away from Gojo's. What I could technically do is just give myself the 6 eyes, see what Infinity does, and then remove the achievement from myself if I wanted to. I could do that. That is an option just to showcase what I can do. But, as I'm going over recaps and trying to explain what I want to do today, I just got another comment on a different video from Nissan Cohen explaining how Falling Blossom emotion works. So 1 second, let me get somewhere safe and then we can go over that. Okay, so... I read through the comment I was just talking about. So, Nissan Cohen, who's actually commented a few times on these videos with little tips and whatnot, told me that Falling Blossom Emotion, which we got last time, it's this thing right here, Falling Blossom Emotion. We actually got it, much like the Master Domain amplification, from one of the Stevenson screens we broke. So basically, if I hold Shift, just turn off Simple Domain. If I hold Shift, I go into this mode and I have Falling Blossom Emotion on. I had no idea what this really was. I just assumed it did some sort of defensive thing because it seems like a subset of Simple Domain. So I figured it would make sense if it did some sort of defense thing. Apparently, this ability, Falling Blossom Emotion, works pretty similarly to Simple Domain. But supposedly you're supposed to be able to use curse techniques while it's active. It's for instance, if I go into Simple Domain, I can't launch a blue anymore. It's cut off. But supposedly, when you activate the Falling Blossom emotion, it doesn't run out. It only gives you half defense, and you're supposed to be able to use the defenses while it's working. The problem is, I can't seem to make it work right. So, like, if I enter Falling Blossom emotion, I have to hold right-click the entire time. And I can't use any effects instead of... yeah, I can't even use, like, knockback attack, which even with Simple Domain is available. Like, I can use knockback attack while Simple Domain is on, but not while Falling Blossom emotion is on. I don't know if I'm missing a step and I don't quite know how to activate it, or if something's going weird and it should be staying on, but it's not. It only pops up for a second. I can't even pull it up there. But I can do like that. So now I have Falling Blossom emotion 2 for a little bit. I have infinite... I'm really not entirely sure what's going on with that. I don't know. As soon as I get Falling Blossom emotion, I lose access to... all of my abilities, which is quite literally the opposite of what that comment said. So I'm not sure what exactly I'm missing here. Maybe I specifically have to be inside a domain for it to activate correctly? That would be weird. Uraume, I think we fought... We haven't beaten you yet, but we have fought you before. Do you have a domain you want to activate against me, please? I don't remember. Stop knocking me away. I don't remember if I've seen Uraume launch a domain or not. Where are you? There you are. Oop. Game, you doing okay? Ow! Completed the adaptation. What does that even mean? Where are you? I really dislike the entire sound effect system for this character right here. What is even happening right now? Do you have a domain or not? If you have a domain, you're not activating it. And I don't know, maybe I'm just missing something with how this skill works. Because obviously, I am doing something wrong. Who knows? Ugh. Anyways, we'll keep messing with that a little bit later. We've already spent long enough on it right now. Today, I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to put on the 6 eyes as Gojo's ability, basically just to see what Infinity is, I think. And then, when we switch over, if we still have the 6 eyes, I'll remove it, and we'll try to get it legitimately, or whatever ability we use next. But for right now, I'm just going to do this. 6 eyes, and Infinity gets 6 eyes. So, yeah, our attack is now 1 curse power. Infinity is a free new ability. Curse Blue is 25. Oh, even my domain expansion is borderline free at this point. I will never run out of curse power. Kukuru unit, interesting. Also, I have infinite night vision, it was just starting to run out for some reason. What's Infinity? Let's take a... Infinity, true. Huh? Game, you doing okay? I'm not taking damage anymore. I thought this might be the case with something else I saw and read. Yeah, nothing can hurt me right now. And infinity is infinite, as the name suggests. Oh, I turned it off. I'm going to assume there are opponents that could get through infinity if they wanted to. Like, I have a feeling I might still lose a fight against Gojo himself or Sukuna. I'm assuming they have ways to bypass it. But for right now, I think I'm immune to literally anything else. You're just gonna try attacking me for a little bit. Eyes of Pranya. Falling Blossom emotion. Activates, and as soon as I deactivate it, it disappears, and the whole time I can't use abilities. Yeah, so I have no idea how Falling Blossom works. But I can just launch these basically for free. By the time it runs out, I already have my curse power back. But by the time it's ready to launch, I've already recovered it all. Yeah, I would feel bad actually playing through with Infinity. I'm kind of glad I have just cheated this in. Oh, there's a Jogo. Wee, I'm inside a meteor. Jogo. Hi, we beat you once already. It was with a hollow purple. Oh, hello, Rika. Oh, a meteor. It's stupid. This is very stupid. I love it. I am functionally immortal right now. Hey, Jogo. Ow. Someone hit me. Yuta Okotsu. You actually summon Rika, it seems like. Phase Twilight Eyes. Can you actually manage to get close to me and do any damage? Oh, I turned off Infinity. Whoops. It's gonna take some getting used to now having a new ability in there. Knockback attack. Basically, I'm using that one because it's the highest damage dealing I have. Oh, hi, Rika. Oh, there's another Jogo somewheres. Oh. I am too powerful right now. Infinity. I would not feel comfortable actually using this for real. Hello there. Knockback attack. I turned off Infinity again. Oh, we're inside a domain. Oh, hold on. What just happened? Oh, hold on. This slug thing is important. The Nami's weapon. Can't use it right now. Apparently this weapon has an ability. But how do we use it? I don't know. Let's see. It has 5 levels of curse power in it. It's another one like the hammer, where when I used it, it actually did like a little effect, like something was happening. It's another one where, I don't know. So, some of the abilities on these weapons, I just don't know how they actually work. I have no idea how I died right there then. Infinity. Oh, hello there. Both Rikas are on full health. Both of you are actually low, though. Oh, I turned on Simple Domain at some point. Something in here is strong enough to actually... Oh, did I, like, turn on my, Simple Domain at some point? Did that end up turning off, my, Infinity, maybe? That's it. Unlimited Void. Hello there, Rika. You are gonna get beaten up big time. And so is your master, Yuta. Goodbye. What is that thing? A round deer. Interesting. Bada bang! I can just sort of just keep going like this. Split soul katana. I got a lot of cool new weapons last time, but how powerful and what they actually do, I'm not entirely sure. Yay, I defeated Rika with stupidly powerful new ability, so I can't actually die to most enemies. Oh, you're just cursed technical college version of the same, of Utah. You're not even the most powerful version. So, let's go ahead and turn off our domain. I forgot I had to click and hold to actually turn it off, too. And you know what? I think Infinity's way too powerful of an ability. Let's turn... Oh, I can't even turn it off because I used my domain, I guess. Whoops. But turning on my simple domain should automatically turn it off as well. Anyways, Infinity. It's way too powerful to actually use if you want an actual challenge, I think. I might regret that statement if we actually go ahead and like fight Sukuna or something later. But I think it's time we test out something else. We've been using these abilities for quite a while. There it is. Curse Technique Changer. And if we don't get rid of the 6 eyes, I'll manually remove it for myself. Who do we have now? Lightning Strike, turn up the volume, Mythical Beast Amber. I'm gonna assume a basic attack isn't supposed to be 100 cost, so I think our 6 eyes has been removed. Just to make sure though, advancements, revoke, only 6 eyes. Can I just do that? No. Jujutsu, I'm assuming it's going to be all the way down at the bottom for 6. H-I... One second, I'm apparently going to have to hunt this down in here. Oh, it was literally the second one on the list. There we go, it's gone. No more 6 eyes from me. Oh, something got to work continuing on with the destruction I was working on. If you remember, at the start of last time, we dug out this huge area down there in hopes of hunting for gold, which apparently has been turned off to spawn for it, which is fun when you need a whole bunch of gold in a mod. Not entirely sure why they made that decision. They also changed the Y, which... They also changed the lowest Y value, which I'm fine with that one at least. But, yeah, apparently something else has been getting to work for that. Anyways, what are our new abilities? Lightning Strike. Huh? I have no idea what's actually happening with this ability, because we lagged right there. I could just grab a test dummy if I went and grabbed a little bit of hay and seen some of these things in like a testing environment. But where's the fun in that? Why not test against the living test subjects who want to kill us? Which is apparently easier said than done, because there's nothing around here right now that wants to kill us unless I jump in the hole with a bunch of bad enemies. No, oh, you're one of the subjugation missions. Every time I use the skill, the game freezes up. That's not a great sign. One mod. Oh! Ow. Lightning Strike. Oh, hello, Dagon. Yeah, this is a very short-range AoE effect. I'm not entirely sure why this would actually be useful. Turn up the volume. Ooh, that gave me zone? Or did I actually get a black flash there and I missed it? Tamamo no Owe just got exercised, so we got a special Great Curse down. Oh, we're inside a domain. And we don't have a domain expansion to actually challenge this thing, but we do. If the game would stop freezing up on me, we're gonna be dead by the time we actually get back, I think. Or the game is about to crash. The game's actually about to crash right now. 1 second. Okay, game seems to have stabilized a little bit. I figured I'd just try out Falling Blossom emotion. And I cannot move an inch right now. I cannot see anything either. But I thought Simple Domain was supposed to be full. Yeah, from what I was reading in that comment, I thought Simple Domain was full defense and this one was half defense. But I was taking absolutely 0 damage while I have this on. I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. Anyways, I'm going to assume turning up the beat, or whatever it was called, is what activates our, is what just activated zone there, because I don't have the ability anymore, and I don't have a different thing. Mystical Beast Amber! Ah! What is happening? Electromagnetic waves! Again? Lightning Strike! Oh, there's a use for Lightning Strike, I guess. Ah! Electromagnetic waves! I have no idea what we're doing right now. Electromagnetic waves is a kind of cool ability. Come out here, fish. Lightning Strike! I think there's a Sukuna somewhere nearby. I got him. Oh, hello, there's a Malevolent Shrine. That's Sukuna! I'm running the wrong way! Ow! Suddenly missing infinity instantly. Ow! Okay. So, turn up the volume. That's basically a free Black Flash. That ability is amazing. I was missing Black Flash so much while we were running with Gojo's abilities. So it's very nice to have easy access to that again. Mythical Beast Amber is a power-up. Lightning Strike just on its own trying to defeat singular opponents is borderline useless. Like, it does not do enough damage when you're just facing a singular foe. But with something like Dagon, who when you fight it in its domain spawns in like 1,000 sharks for you to kill, it becomes a bit more useful. Also, something is definitely wrong. Let me try and fix this. Okay, that should be the problem solved. Oops, did not mean to backflip away there. Had a graphics driver waiting to update on my computer, which almost always causes problems, so I suppose that was probably the problem we were seeing today. Anyways, what was I talking about before I ended up having to pop away there to fix things? I think I was talking about my new skills, right? Hold on, my barrage actually has a, When I launched that barrage attack there, when it hit, it actually made like a little thing. Really, I keep missing. Even my attack skills end up with this little pink pop-up. Would you? Trying to fight in third person looks so much cooler, but it's like so much more difficult to actually aim. Gotcha. Someone just launched a domain. Yuji, okay. Every time I see him, I get very scared. Anyways, I was talking about our new skills, right? I think I was. Lightning Strike. Kind of difficult to actually use, but it... I can't, like, press and hold it to keep it going indefinitely. If I could, it would be a little bit... Ow. There we go. It is actually capable of doing a lot of damage. Like, I just got rid of your summon very quickly. It's just kind of hard to actually get it to hit some of these opponents, so that because of the way they move and, like, knock me around. Thanks for the knife. I'm gonna run this way now. Anyways, kind of cool ability, kind of hard to use. At least against the stronger opponents. Mythical Beast Amber. This kind of activates as if it were a, oh, wait, no, I can't use that thing anymore. As if it was a domain, like it costs curse power over time, and it takes the same charge-up thing. Oh, that's a Jogo over there. I was like, was that noise me? No. Stop attacking me, please. Electromagnetic waves. I thoroughly enjoy this ability. I wish I had a slightly shorter cooldown, because I cannot launch it right now, and I'm trying to. Electromagnetic waves! Helps if I can actually hit a thing. Basic attack, probably a little bit stronger. Oh, that's literally infinite, or it might as well be. Ah! Am I basically yelling pretty... I'm just yelling loudly and it's hurting things, right? That's what that is? Lightning strike! Lightning strike! I am out of curse power. I cannot actually deactivate this skill. Hold on. Do I die when I run out of curse power with this ability? And I have an ability I can't deactivate. Huh. Not sure how I feel about that. Really? I wanted to pause for a moment. Go away. I am curious. Whose ability do we have? Turn up the volume. Amazing. Absolutely love that ability. Lightning Strike is situationally good. If the black mythical, or the mythical mammoth technique, or whatever it was, kills me when I run out of curse power, that is a bit rude if I can't turn it off. I am curious whose abilities I have, though. What if I take this off? Oh, I literally can't. Ah! Simple Domain still hasn't activated. Ah, electromagnetic waves. Ah, interesting. Yuki Tsukumo. Oh, you're the thing. You're the one who spawns like the weird shrimp thing. Oh, that's also your weapon, apparently. Lightning strike. Oh, I can spam click that. That's stronger than I thought it was. Ah! Hold on, I can... Ah! Full power, ah! Full power electromagnetic waves! I'm doing some amount of damage to you. Not as much as I would have liked. Oh, I guess you probably used reverse curse power. That's probably what happened there. I am using up so much curse power. Ow. Huh. These abilities are cool. They're definitely not as strong as the Gojo ones. I have become a much more close-range fighter without blue and the like, kind of making it hard to actually fight with them, some of them. What if I change this thing over to... I don't really need it on turn up the volume. I just have to activate turn up the volume once every, like, 5 minutes or so. Sure, I'll put lightning strike in this thing. So I can just activate that whenever. And then mythical beast amber. I'm gonna look up, who does this ability belong to? Okay, I found out whose ability this is, and actually read a little bit of what their powers are in the series, and Yeah. Yeah. Uh, Apparently our abilities belong to Kashimo, or Hajime Kashimo, as their full name is. I think he. Apparently, he's an electricity user with the ability to create lightning strikes. So this like base flash, shock everything around his ability, that just exists as it's supposed to. Apparently he uses a Naioi staff and can use it to like conduct electricity. Whether or not that actually does anything in here, I've been like testing it a couple of times and I'm not sure if it did anything or not. But this mythical beast amber thing. Yeah, when I activate this thing, it will go through and all that. I literally become electricity. Is basically how it works. When I run out of cursed power, I will die. When this form runs out, I straight up die. Which is a thing. It is definitely a thing to contend with. Also, that's literally a sound wave. Electromagnetic waves is literally electromagnetic waves. Did I destroy that wall, or was that already destroyed? I'm not entirely sure. And then our rest of our attacks are just like the same. Hold on, something definitely happened there. I'm going to, does that little white square pop up wherever we aim? Okay, it does. Never mind. I thought that little white square meant it hit the Naioi staff and did a thing, but I don't think it actually did. So yeah, I have to be very careful with these new techniques. I have to try and use up as little curse power on anything non-vital as I can. Because, I don't feel like just dying in the middle of every fight randomly, regardless of how much health I have left. That doesn't exactly scream fun in a fight to me. But apparently, this mythical beast amber thing, I now have infinite zone, actually. Also, all of my abilities definitely do carry over some sort of electrical current made out of curse energy. I am really powerful like this. That's actually kind of short range. I thought it was longer than that. Also, avoid going too wild with testing. Although I guess I am just testing, not actually fighting a strong opponent right now, so I can go a little bit further out. Oh, you're straight up coming at me. Are you? Wait, what? You can hit me, but I can't hit you right now. Fun! I hit him dead in the face with an attack there, and it didn't do anything. Yet he can just run up and just start slashing away. Go kindly right away, please. Where'd you go? Electromagnetic waves. Okay, where are you? Ah, gotcha. Go kindly right away, please. I still lose because I could not move right there. I was trying to move, and I think I was hitting like four directional keys at once. It was not working. Yeah, I'm definitely not feeling as strong as I did while I was running around as Gojo. Definitely missing that infinity right about now. That was too much power, but at least I could put up a fight against some of these opponents. Oh my. I am far outclassed in skill ability. Gold does exist? They must have, like, severely lowered the how common this stuff is, then. Or I'm just blind and an idiot. It seems like both might... It seems like one of those might be more likely than the other. I was complaining about a non-issue that whole time looking for gold, wasn't I? The whole reason I went to the Nether was because I couldn't find this stuff, and it's just been hanging out. Oh my. Hey, look, that's at least another free Stevenson screen. And I have enough gold to get another one as well. Anything else? Any other... pieces of gold just hanging out over here? Go kindly right away. I don't see any other gold immediately. I can't believe I went through a whole trouble of making enchanters and building portals, go to the Nether to find gold when I just missed its existence already here. Honestly, I kind of can't believe I did that. That's actually very in character for me, come to think of it. Oh well. Turn up the volume. I don't have an open inventory spots. Gold can go there for a moment. Can I actually break stone with a fully charged attack? No, I no longer have, like, super destructive abilities, so I can't help mine that way. I hope they're at least somewhat good in a fight, though. Run away. I'm gonna go this way. Backflip away. I will beat you to death with a pickaxe. Gotcha. Anyway, since apparently I can find gold, I would like to find more. Or at least take the few pieces I just found and get a couple of Stevenson screens. Who's shooting at me? I have no idea. You're like 100 blocks away and you can still hit me? I am leaving now. Bye. Anyway, since I did find some gold, I'm going to smelt this stuff up. And I'm going to go buy a couple Stevenson screens at least. Well, we're probably going to buy at least a couple per episode whenever possible. I would like to get my hands on a more legitimate pair of 6 eyes. Huh. Apparently, I missed a, well, this is, like, right by spawn. This is, like, the first set of structures we ever cleared in this mod. And apparently there was a graveyard right next to it that I never cleared out. Because I ran in there and found a completely physical gifted orb. I'm not going to use it. Because I like having abilities. But still. Interesting that I didn't find that before. Also, I'm being chased by another Teke. These things are constantly chasing me down. Can I beat you up with an egg? No, physical damage, curse power damage does not get passed through eggs. Somewhat sad. I wanted to beat something to death with an egg. It would have been funny. Anyways, I still have to go smelt this gold up and sell it and use it to buy a Stevenson screen. So I'm gonna go do that for real now. Okay, gold is all smelted up and I'm ready to go trade it in. But I forgot to do a test. And I have since done it and found no results. I was trying to do the thing where different effects have different... Okay, never mind. I thought I saw a change for a second, but then I didn't. So shift-clicking or electromagnetic waves does not have a different effect than just doing it normally. For a second, I thought I did more damage to the environment when I shift-clicked it, or when I shift-clicked it. But then I did it again without the shift click and it didn't do any change. So no real changes there, I guess. So, what you see is what you get with these abilities. Did I go to the right place? Maybe? I don't remember. Oh. I think it might have been the other sea I was supposed to go to. Oh, hold on, never mind. I have all my gold on me. I do like that ability. That is fun. Just to go be gone and be a whole wave of stuff gone. Kind of like I was launching red again, honestly, except less destructive. I have enough gold for 1 more ingot, which is not enough for anything. 2 Stevenson screens. That's another domain amplification. And there's another Kusakabe sword. I got excited when I saw an orb, but then I remembered, wait a second, we already have that one. Speaking of which, domain amplification. I'm not entirely sure what this does yet. I did just find out that this mod has a wiki that I should be looking at a bit more. Oh yeah, I can't use skills with domain amplification on. Larue, you are not a challenge. But Cutie Honey, Beat Larue. Or Laru? Not entirely sure which. But cool. But yeah, I did, while I was trying to figure out what was going weirdly with Falling Blossom motion, because it wasn't working how I was told it worked. While I was looking for that, apparently, I found out that this mod apparently has a wiki that I can look at. Simple domain on. Or off, I guess. Lightning strike. Interesting, you're like dodging it. Didn't dodge it that time. But let me re-find and recheck this wiki real quick, because I'm curious exactly what some of these effects are. Uh-oh. I'm about to die. I'm about to run out of curse power. But I did find the wiki for this. Yeah, just straight up dead. Nothing else. Interestingly enough, it says I still have zone for 0 seconds. But I think it loses its ability, just doesn't disappear entirely. Because I definitely doesn't feel like I have insane curse power immunity anymore. But, anyways, I found the wiki. I forgot to find what I was looking for, but I found something cooler instead, I think. So, there is a wiki page for this specific ability that we're currently using. And it tells you about all the different abilities and how they work. Basically, it tells you Lightning Strike is a little area-wide explosion with lightning. Turn up the volume gives you zone for 4 minutes. Mythical Beast Amber gives you superpowers, basically. All that good stuff. But it also tells you about some of the alternative things that some of these skills do. Oh, I lose my wheel that we got last time, or the time before, that's supposed to give me regen, but I don't know how it actually works. But, anyways, I need to pull back out the Naioi staff, I think. Let's do that. Because apparently, this thing does do a thing with this. So, if I hit an enemy and it's charged with an electrical charge of some sort, apparently those stack up. And if I get enough of them, I can do extra damage with Lightning Strike, or guarantee a hit from Lightning Strike when I use it. Which is cool and good to know. I just need to keep hitting things and then Lightning Strike becomes more useful. Apparently, also, if I put down a Naioi staff and then I put an enemy between me and the Naioi staff, I can guarantee hit them. Like, let's try this. Lightning Strike. Yes, some of those opponents definitely were farther away than 3 blocks. Oh, you're too close. And I'm too far. Where did that staff go? Here it is. It's on this tree. Come on. What is the range on this? I think it technically worked once there, but I don't know entirely how to use this thing to its full abilities. Why is there a 6 eyes here? Did someone kill a Gojo and it dropped? Or was there a Wild Spawn Stevenson screen or something? That wasn't me. I had 2 6 eyes in my inventory. 1, it wasn't here. 2, I deleted the one I didn't use. So that wasn't me. That spawned naturally. Ow, I hate that ice ability so much. So, we have 6 eyes again. No, I would prefer to get them myself rather than just using them. Speaking of which, I still have Sakuna fingers to eat at some point. But apparently, I talked about the charge thing and the fact that I can use the Naioi staff. Apparently, if I'm in a large enough body of water, I'm supposed to explode. If I'm standing in a body of water and I use Lightning Strike, supposedly, I'm supposed to be able to create a steam explosion, depending on the... Oh, there we go! I just had to hold it for a little bit. Cool. Good to know. So that ability does have press and hold effects. I couldn't get that to work before. Oh my goodness. This mod has so much in it. Like, in a rather shocking amount of it is just, like, hidden from me. Steam explosion! Eventually. Or I'm gonna run out of curse power first. I ran out of curse power first. Cool. So I didn't actually get to use the steam explosion there. But we saw it the one time. Okay, so apparently I just need to fight in the water now to do that. And in the middle of a fight, somehow place this on the ground and get an enemy between me and it. The side abilities are very cool. The alternative things are very cool that they exist. And some of them have cool, like, functions and effects. But sometimes it's just too hard to use. Like, it has an okay effect, just, like, on its own. Side things are very cool, but so hard to use. Also, how was I supposed to actually notice that? If I click and hold it normally, nothing happens. As soon as I get in water and click and hold, it starts draining curse power. Go kindly right away. But I do love having Zone on command now. The curse power regen is so nice. But anyways, I ended up splitting this into 2 different video files, so I have no idea what our current time is at, but it should be about 45 minutes. I'm going to end things off here, and tomorrow we'll mess around a bit more with this. See if we can't get our hands... Who are you and why are you trying to kill me? Mojito! Oh, you're... You can go kindly right away. You're an important bad guy, I think. Backflip away. Bigger fish to fry there, Neji. I'm just gonna keep running and I'll do my outro as I'm hoofing it. So I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have, and I hope to see you next time. So, without further ado, take care, everybody.